How's it going, everyone? It is Reversal Trader King, and I want to talk about my setup on TradingView. I know a lot of people are probably using Robinhood, which they don't have a good charting software, and they need an external source to use charting. So I want to make a video of my reversal trading strategy, and I want to give you my setup on TradingView that finds precise tops and bottoms, and you can copy exactly what I have on my screen on my chart here. So, yes. So let's get right into the chart. So this is a TradingView. I'm going to get it as clean as slate so we can start from the very beginning so it can be very easy to follow along. So let's get rid of these indicators and we'll start fresh to what you will see. Okay, so you will see this. Now, if you do not have it on dark screen, I highly recommend it. It is easy on the eyes. If you want to change that, you go to the upper left where your profile icon is, and there's a dark mode here. This is light mode, which is probably the default. That hurts my eyes. After trading for a while, dark mode is where it's at. It's so much easier. So if you want it on dark mode, there it is. So I know TradingView, I think it recently made an update where you can only have two indicators, which is fine. We can do this strategy with two indicators. I usually put my third one with RSI, but you don't really need RSI. It's just something to reference. We actually don't really base our trade on it. So for the reversal trading strategy, where we find tops and bottoms in the market, we're going to add two indicators. And this is a high percent win rate, and I will discuss exactly the strategy and all of that. But let's first add the two indicators. So the two indicators, you go up here, where it's first of all, yeah. Well, let's just describe this. Right up here at the top, you have your daily. This is where you can choose your time frame. I always do daily. The candles, you can favorite the candles, just keep it how that is, and then indicators. So this is where indicators is, and as you can see, I have some favorite indicators, but you can do that once you find it. So type in Keltner channels. I already have it favorited, so it should just say flat out just Keltner channels. So you just click on it and it adds it to the chart. And then you can put this like the star right here like I did, and you can just go to favorites and you'll find it there. So the Keltner channels is going to give you three lines. So if we want to adjust these lines, you go up here where it says Casey, where you just added, and you click on the cog button which says settings. So on the upper band, we're gonna right here we're gonna put it as red, which is gonna be where it's gonna be our sell zone. Our basis is our middle band or the EMA 20, and we're gonna just keep that as blue. Our lower, we're gonna keep this as green, labeled for buy zone. Okay, that's all you need to do. And then go to inputs, and we're only going to change the multiplier. So just to 4. Keep that to 4. Remember this length, that's your EMA 20, that's going to be your middle band. This is doing it based on your exponential, which is what we love. All right, and that's about it. You just leave it all like this. So you change your input on multiplier to 4, and then the style for the colors. Red, blue, green. Should look like this. And we're doing GDDY for a reference. So you should know exactly what it looks like. Right here is what it should look like on your GDDY chart. So as you can see, on our daily candle, which is where we use this strategy on, is just slightly touching the upper band, just slightly touching it on the daily. Okay, so now we're going to add our next indicator, and we're going to call it the KDJ. This one right here, and it's going to look very crazy on TradingView. So let's clean this up. Just like how we did Keltner channels, go to the cog, and the style, let's first of all get rid of this background color. Let's uncheck these levels. We don't need that. Those are just oversold and overbought. We're looking for precise stuff here. So we're gonna let's do let me see what I have it on Webull. I'm gonna copy that. Okay, so I have yellow, green, and purple. So let's make it yellow. since it's easier for me, green, and purple. Now keep in mind, we're only going to care about our yellow line. So that's your style. We uncheck background color level, and then these two. And then inputs, that's all good. Okay, so now we got our two indicators. And if you know, it should look exactly like this right here. If you're looking at 11 December, your candle should look like this right here on the line, and your K should be 90.99. So yeah, I can't do it with my cursor. Let's get rid of this. So if you hover over a candle, which is like this one right here, you're looking at just the yellow line, which is 90.99. That is what's really important. We don't care about the green or purple. We only care about the yellow. So when the yellow, higher the number on that yellow, which is your K, they call it the KDJ because you have three lines. K is your yellow, the D is your green, and the J is your purple. So 90.99 is your K. Higher the number, the more overbought it is. Okay, so now we got the two indicators. Let's do exactly how we use this strat. So if you're going to use TradingView, you always go to right here. You want to go to the time frame. Make sure this says W. So we go to a weekly chart. And in the weekly chart, we do our confirmation on how we find if something is a good signal. So for the weekly chart, you want to see the candles above your upper band. As you can see for GoDaddy, it is clearly above your upper band. There's no question about it. It started doing it on this candle right at the $101 area, and now it's above it. So we clearly see that. That's just a confirmation. Now to get a precise entry, you want to go change your time frame, and you go to daily now. So now the daily is, of course, it's been over the band since Friday, the 3rd of November. So it's been over the band a while, but on the weekly, we didn't get a confirmation till the $101 area. Okay, so now how we're going to do this, the reason why we have these two indicators, the KDJ is going to give us a preciser entry, and then the daily you want to see clearly it's above the band. So you don't want to see something like this candle here. You want to see, remember, we're working at the $101 area. That's where we even get our confirmation, and then we decide, if we want to enter. So right here would be actually a good enter right in this area, because you see how the K is 94.97. Higher the number. I like to look for 94 for a really good entry. That's a really good accumulation. Now, keep in mind, with this strat, I have to keep reiterating, you're not going to get the perfect top. So, please accumulate slowly and professionally. What I like to do with use the account sizes with a $5,000 account, we're going to accumulate probably $500 a day. Just so you can have plenty of room where you can keep staying in the game. So for 10 grand, you can do 1,000 a day. But for this, you want to make sure the daily is above this upper band. And now keep in mind, this is one of the hardest stocks in the market to buy puts. This has been a hard one, but it will make big money because according to this strat, you see how the middle band has always been touched. Price will always magnet to it. And the history of this, it's in any stock, but as you can see, price hits the lower band and goes back up. So I'm choosing one of the hardest stocks in the market because the market is extremely overbought, and it's killing retail because retail is giving up and they just can't handle the heat anymore, and then they end up losing lots of money. But you can see, even when price is super oversold, it goes back to the overbought or this middle band, and then it decides where to go. So nowhere in price have you not seen it touch the middle band. So we haven't touched the middle band yet. So there's no reason to panic in selling our puts right now. Yes, we bought it in this $101 area. Now it's $105, $4 against us. But we know that the price can easily get to $97. And now, as keep in mind, as the price keeps going up, this middle band is going to keep going up. But according to data, according to a lot of back testing, very rarely do you see the price not touch the middle band within a month. This has been Friday, the 3rd of November, and now it's 11 December. So that's over a month of time and then some. So the price is going to want to hit the middle band very soon. I would say within a week or two, it definitely hits it. And by the time it hits it, we want to make sure that our averages are good because we keep accumulating when it's going against our average. And then when it does hit, you make a lot of money. So we get in based on the weekly right here. We get in based on the weekly at this when it pierces the upper band, and it says around $101 to $102 area. Price has went all the way to 105. We look at the daily to see how it's going. If the weekly is above and the daily is above and the K is 94, that's a solid entry. So you get in right in here, you accumulate on this day, it goes up more, you accumulate, and then you only accumulate. Keep in mind, you only accumulate when once each day. So if you have 5,000, I'm going to put $500 in the market, and I'm not going to add any more today. It keeps you disciplined not to keep over leveraging in one day, because a lot of people are like, oh, now my average is worth, I'm going to put another 500, another 500, another, like every 10 cents an option goes down, you keep averaging. That's not how you want to. You want to just average one time a day. Let's see what the next day does. If it's worse, if our average is worse, we'll put $500. You can do it right in the beginning of market, and then you wait for the next day, and then the third day. You just keep repeating it. You make it a simple number. I think every $5,000. So $5,000 is 500. 10 grand is 1,000 a day. You just keep going up. I don't think for options you need more than 10 grand. I think 5 to 10 grand is a sweet spot. You can even do less than 5 grand, but you don't need a lot of money. So for the big cap stocks, this is what you definitely want to do options. But keep in mind, do not panic when the price has not hit the middle band. When price hits the middle band, we sell off. All right, so just go over things. We look at the weekly for confirmation to enter the trade. And then we go for the daily to see if the daily is still above the upper band to get into a price. Because sometimes if the weekly is above, but the daily is not above, then we still don't enter. We wait for the daily to be up. Both have to be above. And then we look at the KDJ. You want a higher K, which we labeled it color yellow. You look for around at least above 90. But I think 94 is the sweet spot. And then all of them start, when all three are aligned, then you can start accumulating options, or you want to do shares, you can do shares. For big cap stocks like this one, it's $105. Since it's overbought, you would have to short it, which I don't want to short. So I'd rather just buy puts. So I'd buy puts. Now, when you're buying options, you always do a month out. No question about it. Since with this strategy, you're slowly accumulating, you don't want to try to win a option within a week. So you buy it a month out, because if you try to do a weekly, you're kind of like really hoping the price goes immediately your way. And if price don't go immediately your way, you instantly are out of the game. Whereas a monthly, you have more time where price can go up against you, and then it will go back down, and it can go right here at the $97 area. We got in the $101 area. We accumulated all these options when it went against us, and then we make a massive bank when it hits the blue band, and we're out of the trade, and we look for another one. All right, so that's how the strategy works. It's just nice to know, because price will always magnet to the blue band. When the price has not hit the blue band, you're still fine to go. Another trade that was really hard was Dollar General. A lot of people, were really, because I don't want to just show you one. I want to show you the hardest trades, because these are the hardest, and it still ended up working. As you can see, I'll do the most recent. Here's the weekly, because this one was easy. The minute it touched the lower band, it went right up. Big percentages. So right here, the price clearly penetrates. It has to be clearly at 116, and goes all the way down to 103. So you're accumulating these things while it's going. And that was 3 weeks right here. So now we want to look at 116 is the area we get a confirmation on the weekly. Well, let's see if the daily is fine to enter at the 116 area. 116 is right up, right around here. Okay, we didn't get a confirmation on that, because this is the 116 candle, so we would not enter. You want to see a clear break, and actually, yes, I remember this trade. So this trade, perfect. We entered, yeah, right here on this candle, and then we had a nice little move up of 1%, and then a little, it was like a 2% movement on options. That's beautiful. And once you start seeing that, once it starts getting close to the middle band right away like that, I do sell out and I try to refresh it and get back in. And then when I do, I see right here this big candle sells off. It's 8.75. For the lower ones, when you're trying to just buy it, think of the opposite of overbought. So if we're doing 94 on overbought, we're going to do at least 6 on the K and under for oversold. Right now it's 8.75, doesn't meet. 6 doesn't meet. Right, or 6.56, and then here's right at 6. But as you can see, it's not like clearly under the band. You want a candle like this one. It's clearly under. This one is not really sure. This one is. And you get a 4.90. This one was a 6.56. We didn't take it. This one's a 4.90. So you accumulate all these shares right here, and then bam, it goes in the half right here, and you can sell off right here. Remember, you don't have to sell it out the middle band. I personally think half the band is really smart if you're in profit only. You know it's going to hit the middle band, and then this candle right here had a 10% move and hit the middle band. So what I like to do is, if I'm a good profit, like if I'm in a 10% to a 20% profit with options, I usually just take it, scale out, and then, because you don't know, you could always lose those gains. Or even shares, 10%, usually 10% for shares. I don't try to go all the way to 20, because you never know. You can always lose it, because it could do something like this, where it gives you this fake out, gets into the half of the area where the band is, and then it goes back down. And then it scales back down where it's like this, and then it goes half again, and then it goes down. It could have kept going down, but it didn't. And then remember, it's finally going to hit the middle band. But what I did notice, what I like to add to my new rule, is the time distance it took from not hitting the middle band. So from here, it took from 31 August all the way to 12 October. Let's just say September 1st, because it's almost the new month. So September to 12 October. That is like a month and 12 days. The same pattern we're having on GDDY. It's gone from November 23rd to December, or 11 December. Oh, my bad. 03 November to 11 December. So that's November to December. The 3rd November to December 3rd is a whole month. And then we have an extra 3 to 11. That's 8 more days. So it's a month and 8 days it has not hit. So this is very important for this strategy to know. The longer it takes to hit the middle band, the bigger the move it will do to hit that. Just like how DG, how it just instantly just shot up. It did a 10% move just to hit it. And in this case, it decided to keep trading on it and hit this upper band and immediately sold off. Hit close to this upper band and sold off. So, but you're going to have trades like Dollar General and GoDaddy where it just trends on this green band and it takes a while to hit that blue band. This is the same pattern I'm looking with for GoDaddy. I'm showing you the hardest trades. Not a lot of trades do this. A lot of trades, this is a very hard trade. That's why I'm showing you the hardest trades for the strategy, because if you can perfect the hard trades, you can do the easy ones. But you want to look for trades like this. So I gave you the indicators. You got the Keltner channels, the 3 bands. The middle band is your EMA 20. Price magnets to it, and it will always touch it. You won't see a chart in history where it just looks like this forever. Usually within a month and a half time frame is kind of the longest I've seen. It's going to start coming back down here. So I expect within this week it will hit this middle band. I suspect that. And then, like I say, to get the fine entries, you look for the weekly to get the confirmation for the trade, and then you go for the daily to get a precise entry, and you look for the KDJ. Higher the K, the more oversold it is. The lower the K, the more over. I mean, my bad. The higher the K, the more overbought. The lower the K, the more oversold. For GoDaddy, we're hitting the red band, so you have Ks in the 90 area right here. Right here, it was 93, 94. So we definitely are in an entry right here, and you just keep accumulating. But like I said, if you have a $5,000 account and it keeps going against you, does it really matter if you're only putting $500 a day in it? So accumulation is the key. Like sometimes you want it to go against you. So right here, let's say you get in at the 100, let's say the worst entry at 101, right at the beginning of the day. It's fine. So 101, you put $500 in. For day number 2, you have $1,000 in. Day number 3, you have 1,500, and then it goes right here. You can add another 500 because your average is probably not better than this day. So you add another. So you have 2,000, and then the next day 2,500, 3,000. Now you have 3,000, and you can still do 4 more days. But I guarantee you it's going to touch this middle band very shortly. So you want to do, that's why it is so crucial to do monthly options that are not so far out of the money. You can do one out of the money, or you can do one in the money. One more, if you do an in the money option, it is definitely less riskier. If you do an out of the money, it's riskier and your premium will decrease fast the more the price goes against it. Just remember that for options. So it is probably better to always play the safest. So do an in the money. Put the $500 a day if you have a 5K account. If you have a 10K, do 1,000. And just add once a day. Do not go all in on these plays. You want to slowly accumulate. But with these plays, you will make big money because you know where your price target is. You can tie in a target in the middle here, and you know like when to enter, and you're not kind of guessing. A lot of this is probability. So you know, like once all these criteria met, you know, based on the probabilities and the backtesting, this strategy works and it has won many times. But yeah, you're gonna have plays like GoDaddy, Dollar General that are a lot harder than others. So I hope this video helps. If you want to rewatch it, please do, to get the indicators, the right settings, exactly how the strategy works, when to enter, when to exit. You always exit at the middle. Just remember that. How the scaling works. Just remember it. Whatever account size you have, you want to have enough money for 10 days at least. Whatever account size you have, you want to have enough money to scale in for 10 days for the max pain. Because sometimes plays can be very stubborn, and you want to have that money to average down. Because the more money you average down, the more you can possibly gain. You don't want to have a position where you put all your money in like the first 3 days, and then it goes against you, and you can't average down and take advantage of that opportunity. All right, hope this video helps. This is Reversal Trader King. I do have a Discord where for the premium people, I'm going to put it in the premium setup video right here. If you're interested in joining the Discord, feel free to. It is a small monthly fee we have. It is right here, $6 a month right here to access the premium Discord, where you can get this exact setup video to always watch. And then we have the real-time buy alerts that I will post exactly when that's a stock shows that I think is a good opportunity according to all of that thing. And then I also have two other indicators on TradingView, but for the purpose of this video, I can only show you these ones. The other two are for the real-time buy alerts that I post screenshots of other protection that I like when taking a trade. But this is a very good basic setup to look for stocks and to see if it meets the criteria. But if you enjoyed this reversal trading strat and you understand the theory in it, that it does work, I promise you it has worked for many months. Yes, it can get hard. Trading is hard, but this is a system that you can follow in finding reversals, and it works well, and you can make a lot of money. So if you would like to join the Discord, I do have a premium Discord. Lots of people charge hundreds of dollars. I'm only going to charge $6 a month because I think we have a lot of value in it. And yes, some days can be slower than others, but typically I would say around 1 to 2 plays every 2 weeks. It just depends on how the market's coming and what I see. I'd rather have less plays than more plays because I'd rather have premium plays, A plus setups where you don't bag hold and you make a lot of money. So if you would like to join the premium Discord, I'll put the link into the YouTube comments and in the description where you can find. And I will do all the brunt work where I can put the real-time buy alerts of the positions I see that meet the criteria of exactly what I just talked about in this video. And you can talk to me in the premium chat where I answer a lot of the questions. But yeah, I hope this guy's helped. I made this video for the people who, don't have like TOS or what I'm using, Webull, and have to go on TradingView and set it up. This is exactly how you set it up on TradingView. I hope this helps, and good luck in trading, guys. And remember, join the Discord. Bye.